Everything here is an invitation. The tender and tremulous green of leaves. The pines, jeweled with 1,000,000 flaming points. Jets of young trees budding through a splendid mantle of fallen blooms. Golden rocks and quivering ferns. Staffs of slim silver birch nesting blossoms. Music, flowing into you like liquid crystal, permeating your spirit with gentle warmth. You dip your hands in the long grass and smile to the cliffs, high and silent. Heir to a pulsing knowledge, a joy without measure, without cost, guilt, or penalty. Everything as it should be in this bubble of light, this perfect lobe of eternal space-time.
From up here you can see everything. The sea, the city, the hill, the gorse, the stone walls, the cherished trees. We are scattered together, acres of wildly manicured terrain for us alone. No mere dwelling could ever be as comfortable as this clasping. It's not something you do on a whim, this thing. But there are times when you feel the call and could almost run straight there, barefoot. The first days of May with their promise of blossoms on the low paths. The blue haze of an August morning when you know that later the ground will be dry and the moon warm in the sky. Clear October nights when you recall your old roots to that place. The smell of bonfires as you cycled past the flats, heedless of the cold, enwrapped.
A stone in focus, a flame in sunset's hearth, distant blue verdure falling silently on the city, the coloured fringe of a moon halo, crystal in the cold heavens, a slip of tender silence enswathed by wind and love and light. You could say at least that you found some contentment, some small salvation in these meagre portions of illimitable grace.
Nearby your friends are huddled and laughing, though you are still with the breeze. One breaks away and comes towards you, asks you to accompany him to a copse not far away. A journey of several hundred steps and an adventure. 20 minutes transmuted into perpetual yarn. It's easy to get lost here, lost in the fog, lost in thought. That's why we go, truth be told. It's the only way to find yourself. Just don't forget your headphones.
the horizons bound by a black bulk, towering between you and twilight's pageant, stars set to the lustre of occluded amber sky. But you turn your back on this dark mountain, look to the path below, a glowing grey ribbon draped deftly upon knotted flanks, wakeful acolytes ascended in column. Like penitents, pilgrims or priests they walk, shimmering on the hillside, cold flames lighting their olambulatory way. Blessed and blissed, thrice blessed, each of you and all of you. Don't forget that.
There's a fire in your head. You are the fire in the head. How else could a hill dream? You are its bright neurons, its sparking synapses, blazing wild tracks from axon to dendrite with your ragged steps. A palimpsest of wild threads woven through careworn decades, but a mere instant, a flicker in the deep time of Cambrian sediment. And as you complete the circuit, you sense an acknowledgement, a flutter in the immobile air as the earth takes its slow breath beneath you, folding and sliding in recondite slumber, with a slow creasing of satin slopes. This is the law of the land, the oath and the covenant. Kinofek, Uto, Delphium.
It's beyond you, the workings of it, beyond reason itself, that you could just walk out here, past the limits of material circumstance, to walk through this darkness, striding towards the bruised horizon, your shipmates ahead, pillaring a golden slash of roiling sky, silhouetted in sentry at the wind's gate, to sail this rippling green sea, bobbing in Pacific eddy, askew on infinite canted plains, tacking across the long feathered fetch of land with perfect trim, to catch the swell, to be pitched to the crest of the ninth wave, to climb the mast and stand level with the hilltops, alight with blue fire. Freed by the gnosis of coincidence, free to rise, to feel the pulse, the depths rise within you, the valley buckling upwards, bearing you aloft, free to vanish whole, to decohere, to be swallowed by the glitchscape, digested by pixel and artifact in hysterical compression. All those tiny motions in space that brought you here to this, a cumulative, massless momentum, defiant of all accounting, erratic threads of incidents, warped by chance to queer configurations. Ripples on ripples, an interference pattern, an ekphoric repetition of singular ritual, engrams, skewers stacked, smudged with soot and tallow and white ash. This conjurer's trick, this kindling of old embers, the spark and sudden whoosh of flame, a spectacular efflorescence of sensation. An impossible grace line of smoke and chiaroscuro sky, etched with ragged stylus, wrought anew by glucose, love and madness, sealed in moonlit mezzotint by flare and fuse and rocket salute.
Cover her up, let her sleep, dreamless in the high wild night. Dim the torch, let her bracken creep, let doted paths lie lost to sight. Roll up the grass, let the pale bones bleed abed atop her ashen banks. Let her shadows rest, turn her groves to seed. Let the weeds grow tall in solemn ranks. Tamp down her soil, let the winds be stilled, unblown across her moonlit plains. Hear her voices fade, hold the vow fulfilled, forget her diverse secret names. Ship your oars, take in her sail, let gay epiphany expire. Let the blaze die down, let the fire fail, till Uithna's song renews entire. Renounce your rights, cut short your stride, allow your faltering steps to cease. Hear the curlew call, let the tombs abide, let the stars gaze down on Aodha's peace. Send 3 great shouts to heaven's keep, set down your stone in place. Cover her up, let her sleep, rest well in her undying grace.